Hey guys, today was good. I had class again today. Obviously, I mean, it's only Wednesday, yeah. But it felt really kind of weird this morning driving to school just because my car was in the shop from the 7th to the 2nd, or the 3rd, the 7th to the 3rd, so it was in there for 26 days. Or 27 days, and yeah, it's a long time. But he did a lot. Like I said yesterday, he fixed a ton of stuff. Not only did he replace the timing chain, but he replaced some plugs and my water pump and a water pipe, and yeah. Anyway, so today in EMS, we were supposed to get our photos taken, but she kind of forgot, so, instead we're doing it tomorrow? Yeah. And, so yeah, and I meant to take a shower tonight, but I haven't yet, and I don't think I probably will. I mean, it's midnight, I have to be up in about 6.5 hours, and if I take a shower, I'm just gonna be up a lot longer. So I guess I'm thinking about taking an Epsom salt bath tomorrow, so I think I'll just do that instead. Which afterwards I actually would get in the shower and, wash my hair, but the Epsom salt bath is to help with my stomach, which is doing a lot better. But yeah, in EMS, we just got to, listen to Miss Miller tell a lot of stories about when she was working in the ER, and yeah, it was actually really interesting, and she's a very interactive person. Like, if you're not talking to her, she will make you talk to her and participate in the class. So, yeah. And then in anatomy and physiology, we took some notes on bloodborne pathogens, HIV, Hep B, Hep C, and then fire safety, because we have to take a safety test, and we have to pass it with a 100, so, yeah. And then in Algebra 2, we, did a couple, little tests. It was like 4 questions, 2 on each, and then after that we had to fill out this worksheet, and you had a partner, and you did one side and they did the other, and each person had a copy of it. Like, one person would do the left side front and back, one person would do the right side front and back, and then the answers were supposed to be the same, and then when you were both done you would check, and yeah. It was actually really easy. It was just with exponents, and, yeah. And then after that, we were told, just go to this site and play games, because they all have to do with exponents. But then we had to, screenshot one of the games and email it to her, pretty much just to prove that we did it. And then 4th period, we did a lot with, ELS students, ELL students. ELS, obviously, English is a second, or ESL. God, I can't think. ESL, which is English as a second language. And then ELL, which is English language learning students. So, yeah, and we actually just got a couple in, from Guatemala this past August, and they were, I guess, kind of our sample to look at, because neither one of them started school really early like we do in the United States. In the US, we start school at about the age of 5, starting in kindergarten, and then you're there till you're about 18, as a senior in high school. So, you're there all that time. I think in at least the English language, they read, I think, at about a level of a first grader, and do math at about the level of a second grader, and they're 17 and 16. Which, I mean, obviously, no, English is not their first language. That's why they're taking ESL. But, yeah. So, we're definitely helping them, but just watching how Miss Corbett went about it, like, she had to repeat and slow down and go over it again and repeatedly ask it, and it was just like, I know very, very minimal Spanish, and what I do know, it wouldn't be enough to help them, because I wouldn't be able to, understand what they were saying when they do speak in Spanish. I mean, I know, like, a basic sentence, and a lot of just various words. Like, a word they were talking about is, like, estado, which is state. Like, the United States. And no, Estado is not United States, but Estado is just state. However, like, they were talking about the U.S. and, like, north, south, east, west, but, yeah. And then, like, they just were having a hard time kind of, comprehending what Miss Corbett was saying, even though, like, she knows what she's doing, and they know what she's doing. I mean, she's been teaching it for, I think, almost 20-some years. So she does have an idea of, like, what's going on, like, how they, how they process it, and how they're trying to learn it, because with them, it's like trying to teach a small child how to speak. You know, you have to help them pronounce and enunciate like you and I can. However, it'll take time. But, yeah. And then 5th period, we were assigned this... Actually, no, hold on. I'll get to that in a minute. 5th period, we got a day to just ask her whatever we wanted. We spent about 90% of the class just asking her whatever we wanted. We did a Kahoot over what's on the ACT, and we did a bell ringer, and we were given a writing assignment that's not due until Friday, and you only have to write at least 2 paragraphs, which is 14 sentences. Well, 14 to 20 sentences. So yeah, and then I'm listening to Family Guy. If you didn't just hear it go off in the back, I'm pretty sure it probably said, "Are you still there?" Because I've watched 3 or 4 episodes, I think. Maybe 5. But, yeah, and then afterwards I had chess club, and I brought Grace home. I stopped at the gas station. I got a little thing of, bug juice. If you've never heard of it, it's like a little juice drink. It's like 10 ounces. It's more suited toward little kids. However, I haven't had it since I was little, and I wanted to see if I still liked it. And it was only $1, so I wasn't, like, no, it was actually, really good. It was how I remembered it being. It used to be my favorite drink, or one of my favorite drinks. So, yeah, and it's a fruit-flavored juice. It has your full daily value of vitamin C, so it's not, like, extraordinarily unhealthy or anything. Anyway, then I dropped Emma off, and I got a gift from her. I'm wearing it now. I got pink pajama pants, and I love them. And they are long, but you can't really... There you go. There you go. Now you can see my leg. But yeah, they're really nice and really cozy, and I love them. I've actually been wanting to get some pink ones for pajamas. And then I got a $25 Target card from my surrogate grandparents, which is actually just a couple at my church that play a grandparent role. Because at my church I have like 50 grandparents, but like they're really close, they're really good family friends, and yeah. Anyway, I will just... Actually, no, then when I got home... Sorry, it's gonna be a long video. Then when I got home, I did all of my homework, and I ate dinner, which Mom brought home. She got me a sub from Subway, and now I'm watching Family Guy. And anyway, I will just talk to you guys later. See ya.